I'll control his legs. You control the upper half.
I like that. Yes.
Or
I'll
no,
go right.
actually,
You are
wait,
the
no.
hands. I'll do a handstand.
No, wait, no. Half and half, like split down the middle. We each control a side.
Okay, and we need to designate right foot, left foot.
Exactly.
Okay. And if
if we
both
don't properly do spell components, we're screwed.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, just a somatic component. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just. Or the right hand takes out the wrong component. Or the left hand.
Or the right hand stabs the left hand.
That's true. More likely.
So, as you're trying to
let me get in.
Prolong things.
Hey, what you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
What is that? Oh.
Oh,
that's a big glitch.
I'm sure it's just a very fancy normal zombie. Like a level 1 zombie with a burning hand. It's on fire.
Can't see shit.
Sorry about that.
Can you not?
Nope.
I mean, I see the map.
I'm still loading in. I'm just looking at your
Yeah, I'm also looking at that as well, but that's not reliable in the least because almost every session it artifacts and I can't see a goddamn thing.
What do you mean? Can't see a thing?
Is that any better?
High quality internet, huh?
No, it's Casey's.
What are you talking about?
Internet. I'm talking about his screen sharing, right? Oh, every single session, it corrupts itself.
No, so I can see
like
it great.
Kaleidoscope. I know right now it is, but in a few minutes or maybe an hour, it'll be all corrupt, like a kaleidoscope of colors.
Maybe that's just because I'm corrupt.
Yeah,
I've not noticed it.
It will take a. Yeah, exactly. It would take. If it would have more effect.
It's your screen that you're sharing.
I don't know what you're talking about. It looks great.
Oh my god! I'm not saying right now, man.
But dude, you can't say it will. In that case, say when it happens. Otherwise, like if you're saying Skype isn't working, like yes, I'm talking to you,
right
but at
now,
some point it will not.
It's going to happen. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's happening right now.
Let me know.
Okay.
And then you can tell I told you so.
Can you see the screen now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean on your computer, not on...
No. Yes.
Yeah, I've loaded in.
I mean, I don't think I'm meant to see.
I haven't blocked vision on that map at all.
Yeah, I mean, I see this. I see everything.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't. I think he's meaning.
There's no fog of war. There's no anything.
I have no problem.
Just drag the fog of war reveal all over it, the entire screen. See if that works.
It asks me if I want to enable fog of war to do that.
That's dumb.
So wait, you just only you can't see it?
It's a black screen for me. If you want me to,
probably just drop his character sheet in if you want,
or zoom in and zoom out.
I did.
Well, it's only me and Aiden's character cards and a big picture of a lich. So
I mean, you could see it on the streaming screen too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll drop you on just to see.
Do you have vision now?
Nope.
Bizarre.
Kimmy.
Didn't he say he was going to be late?
Yeah, I think so.
When?
My bad.
I mean, he said something about him like he
Basically
basically
skipping the part that he wasn't in, so it wouldn't be spoilers.
yeah
Oh.
something like that.
Well, then
Something
they skip to
no,
it then.
he's playing Anthem. Check your friends lists. Is he playing Anthem?
I don't have him on.
No,
my
he's
friends
not.
list.
I don't have him on.
He is not playing.
Alright.
I have him on my friends list. He's not playing it.
So,
Okay.
yeah, we'll go ahead and get going then.
Mhm.
So, as we left things last week, Aodin and Savalas, you are paralyzed on a cold stone floor, looking up at a large, inlaid golden high-backed chair with a very antique-looking table at the side of it.
Are we on the floor?
You are
Like-
on the floor, yes.
Okay, not
against
standing. Okay.
the wall. You are leaned up against a stone wall on the floor.
Okay.
On the other side of the chair, you do see a crackling fire. So he basically has his chair sat facing the fireplace with his back to you. And you see the hand reach out and pick up the wine. And you heard him welcome you to his chamber. And that's where we pick up.
Okay. I believe the last thing Aiden said was after the Lich had complimented the wine, he had said, "Only the best for you, Grand Arcanist Scalefall." Something like that.
And he could move his lips. Is that right?
Yes, you can
Oh, wait, no,
speak.
never mind.
What, Doc?
He's getting his food.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
gonna go get water.
Okay. Yeah, we can speak. Or at least seems like I can.
Yes. And you hear kind of a raspy chuckle as you say that to him. And he says, "Yes, well, it was once the case, though in these modern times, many of the delicacies of the old world have fallen away.
It seems over the course of... Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, go ahead.
It seems over the course of the long... out of character, I'm forgetting the word for 1,000 years?
Centuries.
Centuries, okay. I was thinking the
Millennia.
100-year one. Is it millennia?
Yeah, that's thousands.
Millennium is 100.
No, that's
Isn't
a
it?
century.
No. Sorry, a century is 100, millennia is
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was...
I'm
very...
confused.
We're all confused. Yeah, no, I say over the long millennia, it seems that the modern races have forgotten such pleasures of the past, even our own kin. And it saddens me to see, and sickens me.
Yes, I am led to believe as much. And as he says that, you hear him standing. And for the first time, he turns and kind of backlit for the fire. You actually can see him. And it is basically as you see in the picture, but without the blue glowing fire. He's not conjuring anything at the moment.
Yet.
And he turns and looks at you and he says, "Still, home does have its comforts, even if it has changed somewhat."
I like what you have done with the place. It's very deadly.
This is not home.
Oh,
This is merely a crass abode.
oh, don't say that. You have a big fire, a big chair, big table.
Your tower is quite impressive. Master Kaofall, and we are honored to be guests of it.
He kind of nods as he walks slowly towards the two of you, looking down at you.
Oh god, at this point, Aiden shitting is not literally shitting, but it's that smell.
You are, of course, welcome to remain my guests, should you wish.
How nice of him to offer, Aiden. What do you think about that?
Well, Aoden offered.
As much as your offer fills me with pride, Master Kaofall,
Nice.
we have many, many tasks of which we have yet to complete outside of your tower. However, if the offer remained open in the future, I would not say no.
Roll me deception.
Am I assisting with like being?
You haven't said anything. So
I
Yeah,
said
he is.
stuff.
Yeah, he is.
I
He
said
is.
stuff. I've
not anything of
I
substance to this.
I complimented his abode. If anything, that's speaks that the cat likes his taste of big chairs and big tables.
Do I
Big
at least
fires.
get like
Okay,
maybe
here we go. Here's an idea.
Mhm.
Madman,
Yeah.
roll a straight charisma check.
Oh.
If you roll a 15 or over, then Aoden can have advantage.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take anything. You're on your own, Aiden.
Yep.
Can I at least have advantage for being so diplomatic?
No.
Damn. Okay. Well. What if I said I wasn't lying?
Then in that case, you could roll persuasion instead.
It's the fucking same, but persuasion wouldn't piss him off, at least.
So which are you rolling? Persuasion or deception?
I'm quite literally not lying. It, you know, if so, I mean, we do have tasks.
Come back and stay with him.
At no set date.
At no set date.
I'm sure he understands that. Hopefully. Actually, no. With that would be deception.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just to be.
Oh shit!
It wouldn't have mattered.
Motherfucker!
It wouldn't have mattered. Deception or persuasion. It would not.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wouldn't have mattered.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck? Yeah, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this.
You keep your fucking mouth shut.
Oh dear. He kind of chuckles, and the chuckle is very unsettling.
Yeah.
Especially as he's kind of chuckling, and it's this kind of wheeze, and you see a few insects kind of crawling out of his neck as he does it. And he kind of looks down at you and he says, "It has been so long since I felt the touch of another elf." And he brings his hand down and just kind of runs it along your cheek.
Oh no.
And as he touches your skin, you feel this ice cold radiating through your face.
Kinda gay, bro.
Hey, this guy comes from a very kind of Captain Jack mindset, if you know what I mean.
Oh, he's a bisexual.
He's a drow,
He
or he
from-
was a drow.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is? I couldn't tell from all the rotting skin. There is no race if you're a rotten corpse.
Okay, so does it hurt? Is he, like, physically affecting me, or is it just the fact that it's a lich touching me?
It feels like... It's not painful, but it almost feels like just being in proximity to him is drawing that kind of life from your cheek.
And what did he say, sorry?
He said that it has been so long since he felt the touch of another elf.
Just fuck him for the dream. Okay? Just do it.
In the picture, he's missing that picture is missing a pinky. Is he missing a pinky?
Yes, actually he is.
Is he touching my face with that hand?
No, he's touching with the other hand, the left hand.
Okay. Has he revealed that hand, though?
Roll me perception to see if you've noticed it. He hasn't been actively hiding it, but he also has not been...
Why could that be my first roll?
Yeah.
You nail the perception to see his missing pinky.
That's so significant. Good job.
Yeah.
Master Keofall, I would like to entertain pleasures of the flesh. Unfortunately, we have come here to give you the wine.
Why you fucking lying?
The wine is lovely, of course, but I believe on closer inspection there is something else with which you might readily buy your departure, which you so obviously desire.
I mean, no offense, Master Keofall. None at all. By
Deception does not become you.
But that net one, even Savlas is like, damn straight.
Your words are true. I was simply a paper boy in the towers, not much more. You said we might buy our freedom. What is it you seek?
You watch as his eyes kind of trail first to his hand, and then to your hand. And he kind of idly says, I would very much like to see home again.
Sorry, what did he say?
I would very much like to see home again.
Oh. Out of character, isn't he a drow?
Yes?
Or was a drow?
Yes, but the drow were banished from Elfhome.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, you could ask him if what he considers home.
Well, you know from the history that you had of him that he was among the original drow banished.
Okay, so originally the drow were just elves. They weren't considered drow at first. Is that right?
Correct. And they actually originally did not have dark skin.
Okay, fair enough.
Their dark skin was a sign of their banishment from Elfhome.
Right.
So that was actually his first banishment, was to become drow. And then the drow banished him for being too much of a sick fuck.
Yeah.
If the drow banish you for being too much of a sick fuck, then you have something seriously wrong with you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they banish people all the time for any number of reasons.
Yeah, but specifically being a sick fuck. That's just
that was the reason they banished
that's a level
him.
like you're not supposed to enjoy the spider pits. They're supposed to be punishment. All right. Get out of here.
He's too dedicated to Lolth. This is
Yeah,
weird.
exactly.
She's getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
I say I do not wish to assume anything your glorious mind might think. Where exactly do you consider your home these days?
Where my home has always been. Where my esteemed cousins sent me away from the light all of those years ago. The tower with its glittering spires, which these hands helped to forge, which we were cursed never to set eyes on again.
Might I interject in your very great conversation that you're having? But if you don't mind me asking, if you were to go home, didn't would there not be elves there who are not as open-minded as we are, who maybe would do something? Aiden, help me out here. Bad.
Idiotic.
Yes, that towards someone like you. On arrival, I'm thinking.
Excuse me just a second.
Oh, take your time.
You give us a minute. I was really thinking he was gonna be like, I want your pinky.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he might just take the hand on which your ring is on.
Yeah.
But fuck, does that mean he can just circumvent any defenses they have with that? That's that's a bad security system, I'm just saying. And if anything, they are inviting intruders with this kind of security. And so it's basically their own fault. Basically. Then again, a lot of innocent deaths and all that, yada yada. Yeah, maybe. I would say maybe try to get him on other thoughts. Like something, oh, don't you want to
Have sex?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what was the last
Oh, I
scene?
want your fucking undead wiener, buddy.
Yeah. How, how long was it since you hit that smooth ass of another elf, right? Here's my cat. He can watch.
Yeah. And if you put some catnip anywhere,
Oh my god.
he'll eat it.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I mean anywhere.
Haven't you heard? Cats eat dead bodies. In more than
All right, I'm
more
back,
ways
guys.
than
Sorry
one.
about that.
That's no problem. We were talking about necrophilia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I could actually hear everything you were saying.
Okay, great.
That's good.
Great.
I was just choking to death.
Oh.
From left.
Sorry, what was the last thing you said to him about them doing something stupid if he came back?
Oh yeah. Savlas basically said, if you were to go there, wouldn't other people who don't hold you as great of regard as we do something idiotic towards you, like attacking you?
And he kind of chuckles and looks at you as he enters, and he says, "Oh, I'm sure that there would be an unwise few that would try such things, though their insignificant stings would be worthwhile to stand upon the tower once more, to gaze down from its gleaming height.
Out of character, isn't the tower mostly gone?
The Tower of the Sun, the Moon, and the Stars is the heart of the Royal. No one can get near it because it is literally the heart of the storm on that continent.
Right. But it's unknown if the tower is still there or not.
It is said that you can vaguely see the outline of the tower in the heart of the storm. Whether it's intact or anything else, no one knows, but no one can reach it.
I'll say, Sir Galefall, how long has it been since you've heard news of the outside world?
Well, let's see now. Last I heard, the dwarves were planning a trade compact with Plainsmead. Roll me history.
Kim will be here likely in 30 minutes.
All right.
You're not exactly sure as far as some kind of trade deals or any of that. But Plainsmead was a first age elven settlement.
Okay. But it was for so it's been at least like 2,000 years or more.
More.
Yeah. 4,000 or
maybe 5.
Sir Galefall, may we converse over dinner? There is much has happened over the past. It seems to think for a moment. 500, or excuse me, 5,000 years.
You see him kind of think about it for a moment, and he says, "Very well, then." And he snaps. And you have a very strange sensation. Madman Savalos has kind of felt something like this before.
Mm-hmm.
Only because as a cat, sometimes you get mistaken for an actual cat. And someone tries that whole grabbing you by the neck thing and lifting you up.
Sure.
The two of you get a glimpse of each other kind of as you start to move. And what you realize is that, Savalos, you get a glance of Aoden as he goes to stand up first.
Mm-hmm.
And as he does, you can see that there is what looks like a set of bones sticking into his back and into the back of his arms and along. And this skeleton that is hooked into his back is standing up and moving him like a puppet.
Almost like an exoskeleton.
Yes, of bones that are stuck into his back.
Oh, shit.
And then you feel yourself kind of moving and realize that it's likely the same thing happening to you.
Can I tell if someone is reading my mind or not?
Well, the spell says you can see surface thoughts, but
yeah, but I'm thinking like if there's something like currently on or area or something that's just on at all times.
Give me a Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh my god, has he animated your skeletons?
I mean, I hope not, because it's on the outside.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to move our jaws. in that
Ah,
case.
shit. I'm very focused on that skeleton, and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
Savlas is thinking, oh shit, he ripped out his skeleton. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's all he can think of.
Yep.
Is my skeleton outside? Oh no.
And you feel this sensation of kind of part walking, part being carried as you leave. Sorry, hold on.
I wonder if you're cursed now. I'm the perfect Aiden right now.
Many apologies.
It's fine.
You're good.
Yeah, so you feel yourselves kind of being half walking, half carried out of this study down a long kind of winding stairway where you arrive in a large banquet room with a long a table for probably 20 to 30 people. And you realize that the table still has occupants.
Oh,
Um, you
live
notice
ones?
about 10 people at the table, or what's left of 10 people
Ah,
that look like they've probably been at this feast for several hundred years. And it's a bit eerie because, well, their jaws are still moving as if they're talking to each other, but obviously there's nothing making any sound anymore. So it's kind of this eerily silent puppet show of bones and yeah. But strangely enough, the food on the table all appears to be fresh. And as you enter the room, each of you feels yourself almost kind of slump onto the ground, and you realize that you can move again.
okay.
As Kalefall moves to the head of the table and sits down and says, "By all means, have a seat."
I'm just gonna sit at the table next where Aiden kinda sits down. But as we're walking over there, Savla's gonna whisper to Aiden, check your skeleton if it's still there. I saw it on the outside.
We can still move. I mean, I assume you just click your fingers together. You can feel your skeleton, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's still there.
You do appear to still have a skeleton, yes.
Yeah, he's just animating bones to force us to move.
Oh.
No, as you enter this room, you actually feel that drop away. And actually, if you turn and look back, you actually see those kind of skeleton frames walking off.
Oh, alrighty. sit down.
Yeah, on the table, like on this thing. Can I? Shit, I don't have detect magic. Holy shit.
Actually, wait.
Fuck.
Can I activate Royal Vision real quick? Is that possible?
Is that smart? Last time you did that, you passed out.
Well, I'm doing it anyway. Trying it.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that the last time he did that.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't remember that.
Fair point.
Every aspect of this place is magical.
Hmm.
In fact, the least magical things in the room are you and Savlas. Even with your magic items and everything else, you are the least magical aspects of the room.
How insulting. Is the food on the plate?
Oh yeah, there's food on plates. There's food on trays.
I have
It is a
keen
banquet of food.
Can I have keen smell. Can I investigate and see if this is real food or if it's just
magic illusions?
Yeah. Are we actually eating worms or something like that?
Well, you'd be okay with that. You're a cat.
Ugh. I have taste, all right.
Roll me perception with advantage.
Hey. Critting.
It's quite an odd sensation because as you say sniff a piece of chicken, you are getting both the legitimate scent of fresh roasted chicken, but also an undercurrent kind of decay. It seems to somehow be both at once.
If a cat could look skeptical, it will give Aiden the skeptical face after this smelling it, like.
As Aiden
try to alarm you.
as I had never intended on eating the food. Aiden sits down at the table, a respectful distance away from Keofal, and says, "Thank you for inviting us to this glorious feast. It is truly too kind. Master Keofal, we don't wish to impose upon you."
You wished to speak over dinner, so by all means, eat and we can speak.
As you wish. Looks at the food. Looks at Savlas. Savlas, no, don't eat the food! I was kidding. He'll like take some of the wine, or is there like wine or something?
There is wine, yes.
Okay, I'll just pour a small bit of wine and put it to my nose.
Sorry, can I use Druidcraft and purify it? It's very obvious, though. Maybe I shouldn't. I'll let you drink rotten wine. Why not? Go ahead.
Well, I mean...
Fuck it.
That doesn't say purify anyway, does it?
No, it didn't. I think that's 3.5. Purify water's a level 0 spell there.
Yeah, but in 3.5, you could only do so many.
Yeah.
In 5e, you could do as many as you want. Purify.
Yes.
Purify is first level, though, so you can absolutely do it.
Yeah, I don't have it memorized.
It's all non-magical food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere, and that's okay. If you got it. Free of poison and disease. Very good stuff.
I'm not sure he would like that.
Yeah, so I smell the wine. What does it smell like?
He's gone.
Oh, okay.
How are you feeling, Casey?
Oh, yeah, peachy.
I do have a vial of holy water.
You smell the wine. Give me a perception roll.
You got it. Doink. 24.
It smells of a very sweet, very coppery blood.
God damn it.
Hmm.
Aiden pauses
Sick
momentarily
fuck.
before drinking it, and then sets it down, instead reaching over for a piece of some berries or whatever. He'll just go ahead and assume the same about them, that they're probably not safe. And
Yeah,
he'll
every time Aiden looks at anything, he still gets the from from Savlas. Just,
Sir Kael'thal, I do not wish to offend you. I'm sure you're quite aware that living humanoids cannot ingest this type of food without severe illness.
Nonsense. Nonsense. My guests have been feasting at this table for hundreds of years, and look at their health.
Terrible. Simply terrible.
Well,
He might also be insane.
probably after 5,000 years. So, Master Kael'thal, would you like to hear about recent events?
He kind of sighs, looking a bit affronted that you're not eating, but he says, "Yes, of course. Then go on."
Okay. Unfortunately, I can't say who started the war, but you may remember a war back in the First Age, which was quite devastating. I have to ask, actually, were you a part of it, Master Kael'thal? Were you participating in the war against technology?
I participated in a great many wars, but none of them against a technology. No.
Over the past, I would say, 3,000 years, after the erasure of magic from Olyndar, technology, this wretched thing, began to sprout and take over like a plague amongst the populace. Great machines of metal and steel, quite like dwarven creations, but more advanced, if you could say. However, recently magic has returned to uh, great
Our great
joy to
joy.
many.
Yeah,
Great joy to many,
I'm happy.
including myself.
He's happy. We're all happy.
However, I was not participating in these events. We traversed the Royal, a certain subsect of elves. We traversed a magical font of energy. When we awoke 4,000 years later. Or is it 5,000? It's hard to recall with the human calendar.
I am confused, I must admit. What is this you say of the departure of magic?
Aiden, while you are collecting your words to describe your perspective, maybe me shining some insight from the outside would gain some insight in what happened. I'm sure, as you know, us cats, we like to live in the dreamland where things are not as solid as they are here. You see, I was taking a nap in the dreamland, and one day I could not return. All the gates of slumber were closed shut. I couldn't get anywhere. And it wasn't for some time until they were open again, and when I returned, a lot of things had changed. Most of the people had completely forgotten about the age of magic, from my home, from all the things that had happened. Sorry, I've never met a great wizard like you before. Bit nervous. Um, it appears to at least me that I either have traveled in time or something like that. Maybe I great slumber, slept for way longer than I intended. Maybe something similar happened to the elves. I don't know. I just know what happened to me and mine.
As you're talking, you kind of see him having a realization. And he says, "The blood sky."
Indeed, forgive me, Lord Hailfall, it had slipped my memory. I personally did not participate in the war, but yes, I believe it was called the Days of First Blood, bloody sky that hung in the air. And magic ceased working across the land for everyone.
The blood sky which sealed me in this prison.
I'm sorry, sire, I'm confused. The blood sky sealed you in this prison here in this tower.
I awoke to the red skies and went to make my way to investigate, and I found that at the edge of the blasted land, where the lines of bones begin, I could no longer pass. I could not depart. I have been sealed here in isolation ever since. I have not journeyed outward since so long ago, it seems. He kind of looks at you and he says, "The ring. I must return to the tower."
I was getting to that, sire. Unfortunately, with the arrival of the red sky, approximately, what would it be, 4,000... 20 years ago, the Forest Royal opened up the same font of magical energy we arrived then, the group of elves that departed. And we noticed these royals, these magical wild energy fonts. It surrounded the tower of the sun. Stars. You know what I mean, Casey? He wouldn't fuck it up. The tower of the sun.
Yeah.
Sun, moon, and stars.
Sun, moon, and stars. Thank you. And yeah, it unfortunately cut off seemingly all of us from it. Any who attempt to approach these royals, they either get swept up in the storm and cast through time itself, or die in whatever shape that may be.
The confluence. The tower has been surrounded by a confluence. And he actually, at this point, moves much faster than you would have taken him able to move. He kind of takes a step and is right next to you. And he says, "The ring. I must see the confluence with my own eyes."
You wish to see the main one? Because there is one far closer.
He puts his hand on your shoulder, and you feel an icy pain. Oof. You take 12 points of necrotic damage as your shoulder goes numb, and he says, "I wish to see the gleaming tower in confluence. The ring, childling. Now."
Out of character, is it something that I'm asking you, Sigurd? Is it something that you need to give, or is it something that he could take if he wanted to?
Like, you just rip it off my finger if you wanted.
Okay, just checking.
No, he can't.
I don't think. Well, it's only. Oh, right, sire. I'm willing to give you this ring. However, it can only be attuned to by elves. I do not wish to impose, but your new, greater form may be incompatible with the ring. I have means of teleportation, and I know of a nearby spot of which you can see the tower. Going inside Elfhome would be inadvisable. I only care for the future of all.
Whatever my state, the blood of elves still courses through my veins. I have made sure of it through the centuries. Now, I would have the ring.
Shit, boy.
And he applies more pressure to your shoulder. 11 more necrotic.
I'm
You can actually see at this point, as you're looking at Aoden, you can see kind of a pale gray, kind of lifeless skin tone creeping up his neck from the shoulder that the Lich has his hand on.
I'm gonna cast.
No. Sorry, what?
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 3rd level on Aiden.
Don't do that. It's gonna piss him off.
Maybe, but you dying will make me in charge of talking, and that won't get you out of here.
No, it won't. I have an idea. Do you have the spell Moment to Think? It's a chronomancy spell.
No, I don't. I'm I'm a divine spellcaster.
Okay. I do, but I'm...
What the fuck? That's 1, 2, 3. Huh?
Yeah, that rolled correctly.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, 2d4.
No, it shouldn't be 3d4?
Yeah, it rolled 1 and... Oh, wait. No,
3
yeah, it's just...
minus 1 times 1. Why did they make it like that? D4.
Okay. Can you tell me when they're done? Sorry, I don't want to listen in on things I don't know.
Okay. We'll type in chat. Hi, Kim.
Also, hey, Kim.
Run, hi, bye. Hi, bye.
Hi, bye.
Enjoy your sandwich, buddy.
Goddamn sandwich.
You okay, Casey? Or... Oh, still AFK. So my can't say.
But so nothing on the ring. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out why he is just not taking the ring, but why he wants you to give the ring. So what I'm thinking is maybe there's something like, oh, this needs to be given, not taken, for it to work, or something like that.
Well, I asked about the rings, and it's basically just needs to be attuned by an elf, is what Casey said.
Yeah, but I'm thinking
Unless
it may
he
be
changed
something.
it,
Yeah, or it's something that you don't know about.
I suppose.
Because he clearly has full dominion of you, so why, like, basically threaten you and torture you to have you give up the ring when he could just take it from your finger?
Yeah,
It
well,
seems
I don't have much chances to ask him questions here.
That's true. I'm just saying that if you were to not give it to him, he might stop because he can't kill you, because that would mean he wouldn't get the ring. But that's one hell of a gamble to make. So
I have a different gamble I'm making.
Okay. Are you gambling that Elfhome will be alright battling this dude?
No. They'd be eviscerated, probably.
That's sad.
No, I'm gonna try to trick him.
Yeah.
Although he probably does have just the spell zone of truth and just force me to say where the ring is after I hide it. And he seems fully willing to go up there, so...
Yeah, I wonder if Casey is alright. Seems to have a lot of coughing.
Here's the thing: if even if they kill him at Elfhome, he just comes back.
Yeah.
Because he's a lich.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe that's him, like, just going in there, hi, bitches, dead, and he's like, okay, that was nice.
But he'd still probably kill a few people.
Yeah. And I'm saying, like, if I was a super powerful elf wizard, I would have countermeasures against a lich.
I'm sure they do.
But maybe not such a powerful lich. Yeah.
Well, if he was so powerful, I'd assume he would have gotten out by himself by now.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm thinking there's something along the lines of almost like a vampire. Oh, I need an invitation or something like that.
I don't know.
I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
You're good. You alright?
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah. Dying, but fine.
Okay.
Sorry, where did we leave off?
He had just applied another thing of torture.
That's right. Yeah.
And I.
Oh, are you healing?
Yeah. In response, I try to heal Aiden. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Aiden, are you alright? Your arm.
As you heal Aiden, you notice he kind of looks at you, Savlas, for kind of the first time he's actually looked directly at you.
Mm-hmm.
And he sighs and he says, Now, where is the fun in undoing my work? Very rude for a table guest, especially for a cat invited to my table.
Apologies.
He simply wanted to make sure the game and your entertainment went on longer, sir. If I died now, I wouldn't have the life for you to drain.
You gotta understand, he's so fragile.
I wish no game of things. Simply the ring. I must go to the tower. And he hits you again.
Okay, 16, okay. So, from what I understand, we have magic.
You don't know. All you know is that you have the ability to move again.
And I obviously cast up. Yeah, I
he just cast a healing spell.
Yeah. Casey, I will use my innate sixth sense, and I am going to try to figure out where the closest Dreamland gate is. Hang on, where is it? It's. Yeah, here it is. Sorry. And this is not something that he does, just something that he knows.
Yeah.
Shit. Damn it. So close. Damn it. It was not meant to be. Okay.
Well, that says typically.
Yeah.
Actually, I am going to say that you do detect a gate to the Dreamlands.
Where?
As you realize, it seems extremely close. And as you look around and as you kind of get a feel for it, you realize it's in probably the most unlikely of places. The gate seems to be within his ribcage.
Yeah, that's a gate to a fucking nightmare. Yeah, okay. I know. I now know that. Cool.
I know that now, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that information.
And he's still waiting for the ring.
Aiden takes a moment. Okay. Here's the thing. The elves know I know about Kael'thal because I was asking them. So if he suddenly shows up, it's like, well, that guy's clearly a fucking traitor.
Yeah, and I'm sure
they kind of
there's
threw you
like,
out of town for asking about him.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's like a ID number on your fucking ring. So who's that? Oh, big blinking sign Aiden's. Oh, okay, fuck that guy.
What level spell is Gate?
Ooh, let's have a look. Is it 7, I think?
No, it's 8. It's 9th. Gate
damn.
is 9th level.
Gate is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Arcane,
9th level.
Arcane Gate is 6th.
Yeah, but that's not.
what I was thinking. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not.
That's not Gate at all. Gate is
No.
a very powerful spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It literally can make you summon a demon prince.
Mm-hmm.
They made it much more powerful.
Oh,
Yeah,
5e.
it is. It's a badass spell. It's one of the few spells that actually got buffed rather than nerfed.
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. So I slowly go to take off the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Like lift my hand up and then lift the arm that's like being tortured, and it's like can barely control this arm.
Very
Thanks.
sluggishly. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. I can, I have barely any grip strength because my tendons are frozen, but
Mhm.
hey, you don't have that issue, I'm sure. I don't actually
Do you
say
actually
that, obviously.
to it?
No. So I slowly begin starting to slide the ring off. Where are his eyes focused?
He's looking at the ring. He's watching your hands. And he still has one hand on your shoulder.
Yeah. So I'm slowly like trying to like get grip strength on it, apply pressure, and I look to Savalus,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm basically like slowly sliding it off, like looking at you like a glass of wine, a cup, do a cat thing.
Oh, if Savlas, like eyes, Savlas, that Savlas just does a, oh, I'm just gonna spin, and the tail kind of hits the glass, and if possible, I will try to make it fall so it runs on this guy's coat.
Oh no, I didn't want that. You're
Oh.
gonna die now. The other one was rude. That's
I'm not gonna fling it like that, but just like, oop.
God.
Oh,
Okay, and
that's a bad roll though.
He does not even notice that you've knocked anything over.
Fuck.
Do it again.
He just nearly botched his perception.
Savlas kind of looks at him like, I didn't expect that.
Wait, no, if he botched his... Okay, then whilst he's doing that anyway, because I had already planned this.
Basically, he rolled a 2 for noticing noticing the spill was about to hit him.
Oh,
so he's still watching.
I try to kind of like say something, like kind of mouth it.
Well, no, because so as Savalus begins spinning and beginning to knock this thing over, Aiden is gonna mouth the somatic, or excuse me, the verbal only component to moment to think, which freezes everything.
For 6 seconds.
Yeah, 6 seconds. Yep. And in that 6
seconds...
Very
limited in what you can do, but yes.
Yeah, in that 6 seconds, I quickly take the ring, put it in my bag of holding, and then resume the position of where my fingers were.
Okay. And as the spell ends and the ring is gone, you see him kind of, his expression change. He goes, the ring? Where has it gone? And 8 more necrotic as he squeezes your shoulder.
Master Keelful, I assure you, this was not my doing. No matter what, I would have had to roll a deception check, so... Crit! Crit!
The perfect time to crit.
He immediately, as you, excuse me, as you say, this was not my doing. Hold on, sorry.
Let's hope that he believes that people are coming after him or something, like he's a schizo.
I'm sure he's
Paranoid.
gonna look at the fucking cat. Like, if it's not you.
I may try to say something after. It depends on
Yeah.
how he reacts. He may just kill us both now.
No. Help him find the person who did this to you. To him.
Yeah, basically you say, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. And as you say that, he lashes out with his other hand, and he says, if not you, then you. And he grabs Savulus kind of by the head.
Oh, shit.
And 8 necrotic damage to your head as he's holding you by it.
Like, all the hair is just...
Where is the ring?
Stands
I missed the cat!
He still has his hand on your shoulder, by the way.
Okay, so I probably can't stand then, but quite kind of jumps up and it says, Lord Kalefall, does it not make sense that if you were imprisoned here, that if someone attempted to give you a ring, potentially a loyalist, that there would be defenses in place? If a simple elf such as I, as a paper boy, can understand that, then I'm sure a master wizard who entrapped you here would as well.
There is no life but you within 10 miles of this place. Which of you has the ring?
Maybe it just fell on the floor.
And he's going to shock Savulus again.
Did you not hear me, Master Kalefall? Defenses would have been placed.
Yeah.
Why would they allow you to have one of those rings to begin with? I mean no offense to you, Grandmaster Kalefall, and I will assist you in any way we can.
You will give me the ring.
We'll find it for you.
And he's going to shock Eowyn again.
I'm getting very, very, very close to...
He's alternating here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does look very frustrated at this point.
Shit.
How long has it been, anyway?
We don't know.
Probably not very long.
Since you guys woke up, it's been maybe half an hour.
Oh, well then.
Since they departed,
everything's okay.
Alexander, they've been gone about 2 hours.
Oh. How long did they say that they were going to be?
I don't believe they did.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't.
Savulus kind of just screams out in pain and then says, all right. So there's maybe you don't know this, but we cats we know things. We know where the hidden gates of slumber are, and let's run right there. And he kind of like nudges his head towards you. Maybe something like it's a gate. Something could come through it, right?
I want the ring.
We'll get you a ring, Master Kalefall.
He shocks Savulus again. Oh, that was a bad one.
I swear upon our lives, we will get you another ring, but it is impossible now, it seems.
Yeah, we'll get your ring, we get you any ring, all the rings. Any ring you want.
Master Kalefall, they have no reason to suspect me at Elfhome. I can simply go and get another.
Are you being truthful in saying that you're going to get him another ring?
I said I could get another.
Well, I mean, but he's
I know,
asking
I'm
if
not,
you're
I'm
truthful
not.
or
You
not.
all,
Yeah.
you also do know, as far as that truth goes, that you were only given one. You don't get another.
Oh, well, he wouldn't say that then, because it's just impossible.
We get someone else's ring.
I have...
Right, Aiden? There
There
are
are-
other elves.
There are certain elves who owe me favors, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get your ring.
Master Kalefall, we apologize for this disturbance. I mean, we would never offend you.
Oh.
Casey, are you muted or thinking?
I was muted.
Oops.
He stops a moment, and he is still kind of, well, he's still holding you, Savulus, by kind of the face.
Yep.
He could probably see that Aeden's really fucked up. Like, he's
Yeah.
not gonna
Yeah.
take much.
No, I can't see shit. Someone's holding my face.
Yeah.
He has a lich's hand on his face.
Oh, that's true. I could actually see something because it's a lich's hand, so I just see through that. The holes in
It's a
it.
bit disconcerting, though.
Yeah.
See a worm crawl out of his throat.
And Savulus, you've got the hand that's missing the pinky.
I mean, I don't know.
Take another one of his fingers.
Oh God.
He actually looks at the two of you and he says, "A price will be paid for this." And Savulus, he drops you basically in Eodin's lap.
Okay.
And he says, "Which of you?"
I will.
Hang on. What kind of price are we talking here? This is. I mean, if you're talking about life here, you're gonna need both of us if you want the ring, because we work as a team with the connections and with the people that we need to get the ring from. It's a
He looks at you, Eodin, and you watch as he kind of brings his hands together, and you watch as he tears off his other pinky.
Ugh.
That seems.
And he holds it over to you and he says, "Eat."
You heard the man.
Your pinky?
And as such will cement the binding
And
to ensure that you do not betray my trust.
He's missing a pinky already, bro. There's someone else.
Yep.
I grasp the pinky. Who is he focusing on?
I think you.
Probably me,
Yeah.
At the moment, Savulus is in your lap. So he's looking at you, but he can see you both.
Okay. Sire, I don't mean to impose. Are there potential rewards in this obligation?
Let it be said that the rewards for doing as I command much outweigh the cost of not doing what I command.
Yeah, that makes sense. He eats the pinky.
Yeah.
Yep. Aodin eats a lich's pinky.
What does it taste like?
He's holding his nose. It won't matter.
Yeah, it's pretty horrific.
Is it wet or is it dry?
A little bit of both. Mainly dry on the outside, but with that little bit of kind of oozing wetness on the inside.
Mm, mm.
Well, that
That's how I like them.
maggot poop.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
And
See, this is why you moisturize.
And after you've done that, you, Aodin, feel horrific. Make me a con save.
Crit.
Oh, nice.
Very well. You still feel horrible, but you manage to keep your composure about you. It feels like something is crawling around inside your insides. It's not at all pleasant. And he looks at the two of you. And he snaps his fingers. And you watch as a gateway appears behind you. And he says, "You are dismissed. But you will return here within 1 year with my ring. Or there is no force in life or unlife which will save your souls."
Aiden stands, like, holding Savalus.
Yep.
And just kind of bows and then walks out.
The hair is still like poof on Saulas like that.
And you step onto the deck of the ship.
He knew exactly who our friends were. Aiden begins trying to puke, like retching.
Savlas will will be next to him and kind of, oh, do it from this, and he will cough off hairballs, like you gotta dry V first, and then first. All right.
I imagine a simple vial of holy water will not fix this.
I'm just going to write up the rules for it now, so I can give them to you.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, Alexander, you and the others hear the shocked shouts of the crew as basically it gets announced that your other allies have just appeared on the deck of the ship.
Mm-hmm. I go over.
Aiden looks seriously messed up. He's
They are both pale, kind of gaunt versions of themselves at this point. Looking like they've been through hell and back.
I didn't like that guy.
I go over and go, "Hey, what the fuck happened, guys?"
Aiden
Great.
keeps trying to puke.
Yeah, that's all right, buddy. And he's Savlas is kind of hitting his paw on his back. There.
Why are you trying to puke, bud? Do you need help?
Oh, yeah. He ate something that he was not supposed to eat.
Alexander takes off his glove and he's like, "Just come here, buddy."
No, I'm alright. It's just not a pleasant experience.
What are you guys doing?
Hello, Zephyr.
I mean, you wake me up in the middle of the night. I was watching like Mortal Kombat thing.
I don't
It's
know
not
what
the
that
middle of
They've
the
is.
only
night.
been they've only been gone a couple hours.
I know it's the middle of the night for me because I've been binge watching.
It's not the middle of the night.
No, I think it's
No,
in the middle
he's
of the
saying
night.
Zephyr hasn't
Yeah.
slept, is what he's saying.
Oh.
Yeah. And he thinks it's the middle of the night because he hasn't really realized yet.
He just looks at you and goes, "It's the middle of the day."
Oh, is that why it's bright? Did you know that in episode 17 of Mortal Strike, he comes down and he jumps from the ring like a massive splash onto him? It's so good. Why do you look like hell?
Come here, buddy.
He looks at Aiden. Why do you look like hell?
I will cast Lesser Restoration on Aiden.
Does that deal with curses?
It does not. Great Restoration maybe, but that's a level 5 spell. And then I will
He's not
have
actually under a condition, but
You watch
Okay.
as
Aoden, you take 2 necrotic damage as he casts that on you.
oh
do not. Hang on. Don't cast healing magic on me.
I already cast Healing Spirit. What happens then when it appears in him?
He does regain 1 hit point from that.
So, Casey, I'm gonna, because he's like, when he says don't cast healing spells on me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna Arcana what doesn't want healing cast on them. Because who the hell doesn't like healing spells? It's like a warm, tingly feeling.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've been
Oh,
talking,
no.
but I'm not sure if you guys could hear me.
We can just now hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, Alexander is producing like a bottle from his kit, and he says, "Just here," and he puts a little spoon in it, and puts like syrup, this black syrup, onto his spoon, and he says, "Here, just drink this."
Get that away from me.
No. Listen. Just drink it. Trust me. It's not healing magic. It's not technology. Trust me. It's all natural.
Oh, I.
Can't be worse than a fucking witch's finger. He downs it.
You're
You
healed.
down it.
You're healed 35 HP over 1 minute for the record.
Okay, thank you.
You down it?
You're actually healed 17 HP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, half healing.
Okay. Sorry, Doc, you were saying?
You know, he downs it. He says, "Okay, just wait, like, I don't know, like 20 minutes."
I'm going to use Eyes of Magic on myself. And then on top of that, I'm going to identify myself.
Did I find out what was the cause, Casey, with Arcana?
With that roll, you can fairly generally figure out that most undead things don't like healing.
So I'm gonna go like, so Aiden, you're looking pale. You don't want healing spells. Does anybody have a steak?
Shut up, I'm not a vampire.
We are out in the sunlight, Zephyr. That would be the dead giveaway for a vampire.
No. I seen on the movie they can go immune.
He doesn't sparkle either.
He okay, fine, but he's not. But he could be an undead still.
What? Really? Okay, wait. Come here. Again.
He looks at you.
I will show my holy radiance.
Basically, it's gonna go flash, do. Opening up his armor and everything.
No.
What's your Holy Radiance do?
It undead within 10 feet of me take 1d points, 4 points of damage per round
Yeah.
as they remain within my halo.
Radiance, Jesus Christ.
A blazing
Eowyn?
glow that sheds bright
I
light.
take 1d4.
No, roll me 1d20.
Natural 20.
5.
Got a 5.
You take a d4 damage.
Oh no. Can you try to, like, I don't know, pretend not to get hurt?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I don't
Yeah.
want these guys to
And
come
I will be assisting by distracting and go, oh, come on, leave Aiden alone. We just had a long conversation with that wizard over there, and it was
Oh
very
God, the
weird.
pain! Oh, my stomach! Stop that, please. Oh,
And
oh,
as I said, advantage, man, advantage.
Yeah.
do I have
helping you
advantage,
with.
Yeah,
Casey?
he is giving you advantage by helping. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me roll
Come on,
another.
it's
then.
not a high one.
Oh,
I still got it!
Alexander gets it.
Oh.
Zephyr misses it.
oh, I don't feel a thing. I'm glorious. You can stop that now.
Okay. I don't believe you're undead, but there's probably something that guy did to you. Like, okay. Alright. I have an idea.
You what?
And I try to just like really focus on it. And just grab him and hug him and go, everything's gonna be alright, buddy.
Oh, Jesus Christ, save me. All right, well,
He's gonna cast a spell of love of you. He's gonna
save me. Please.
This is worse.
And I do
Lord
it again.
Kael'thal, save me.
Yeah, and I do it again.
You do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Eowyn, roll me a d20.
Okay.
You fucking felt this.
Crit.
Hey.
Yeah!
You are unaffected.
Well, I assume. Yeah, I assume it wouldn't.
Would it hurt the fucking finger?
You
It
don't
is
know.
undead.
Don't even. Yeah.
Well, we don't know how it. Okay, so he pushes you off, or tries to push you off. You're obviously stronger, but he's trying to push you away and says, "Stop it! Stop doing that."
Oh! I think he's getting undead.
Did you talk?
You didn't look like you got hurt that time, so obviously you're not undead.
No,
Wait.
no.
But if he doesn't get hurt, how does that work? I'm just gonna
I'm
point in all directions.
cursed. Unfortunately, the recent visit I had to make to complete a previous agreement, the owner of the house didn't appreciate our guesthood.
Oh, and
Yeah.
he's undead?
No. He just was upset with Aiden here, and kind of cursed him a little bit. But that's what wizards do. They sometimes get a bit annoyed.
Roll
He's
me
an
deception.
ancient lich.
What? Say again?
Roll me deception. Oh, he's an ancient lich. Oh, okay, thank you. You told me out the gate. Oh,
Well,
okay.
So I've
Give me a
heard.
second then. And I
Wait.
I say as I begin to take out my
I
my
put a hand on you and say, if you do that, your friends, your family, potentially more, they will all die in the most painful way possible. And this is not a threat, because mine will die as well, so will Savalus, so will Zephyr, and so will anyone else upon this ship. So please, do not report it. I'm looking at you square in the eye.
No. No, that's... He has to die.
Of course he does. I fully agree. But
He's
right
technically
now,
dead.
well, yeah. But right now, the only thing you will do is send thousands of people to their death.
No, I won't. There's going to be one person I'm going to be telling this to, and I'm
That
pretty sure
dragon-
they're powerful enough to kill it.
That dragon will die.
No, he won't.
Okay, I'll explain this to you in the simplest way that I can. They've only been around for 20 years. They've been waking up, as it were. In the span of a dragon, that's not very much. He may be powerful right now, but over the course of 5,000 years, he's been building power, compared to that dragon who's been sleeping. This is not a fight we win right now. Not right now. But we will.
Alexander,
I'm still telling him no, because
Alexander,
there's no way I'm not
be sure
going
to be sure to tell him that it's a 5,000-year-old lich, and even he
There
will
you go,
say
Aiden.
it's a stupid idea to go and upset such a fella.
What are you showing me?
I just
Oh.
gave you a note card.
You're showing it for everyone on your streaming screen.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I don't mind if
know
it's
all
on the
this?
screen. You said you were identifying yourself.
I do, yeah. Yeah. Alexander, you can't.
This is great.
Okay, so knowing that he would listen to me, I'm not gonna... Can I retract the previous statement of we will win this fight?
Sure. Well, actually, no. You were. This was all going on while you were doing the identify. So
No, he wouldn't be able to because he has to connect. He has to do the thing and.
Wait, what?
Unless you say specifically that identify casting spells allows you to fucking talk while doing so. It's a 1 minute ritual.
True, yeah. True, yeah.
No,
So he would have
there's
done
no way
the
he would have
ritual,
been able to. So he would have been.
Yeah, he couldn't.
He would have done that before, and then spoke to
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
so
to
yeah,
know.
you can retract that bit.
Okay, thank you. That's very kind. No, instead he will simply say... Actually, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to see if we can go back. That's ridiculous. No, I just simply tell you that we will all die if you say a word to anyone, and he will know.
Okay.
I grab a... Fuck! Anything I can see or hear, too.
It doesn't say feel.
What, am I gonna, like, poke and right into his skin?
Basic, yeah. Yes, this. Da.
Can you feel that?
Alexander puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Don't worry. I will trust you, and you'll trust me." And then he walks away.
Casey,
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
I got a 27 crit arcana for the search Ancient Lich and Ancient Lich plus curses.
Plus curses.
If it pulls up Kalefall, I'm gonna be angry.
Basically, a lot of searches regarding ancient liches and curses do come up. Most of them from popular literature and horror movies.
Mhm.
But there are also a number of academic texts referring to historical sites where it is believed that liches have existed in the past. And actually, even you find one study by an elven professor that was recently released in Titan.
Yeah.
that is a basically a dissertation on the psychology of Lich's phylacteries.
Uh-huh. I want to add that to my knowledge bank.
Okay.
So I'm saving down the page so I got it.
Okay.
I have. By the way, I've gotten Dropbox now. If you're wondering. after I almost crashed my thing, I had got Dropbox just in case. I'm saving everything online now.
Auto
Casey,
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will go away from Aiden as far as I can, so that he does not hear me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will use sending, not long distance call,
Mm-hmm.
and say, Lord Grandfather, party encountered Lich, 5,000 years old, cursed party member.
Help.
Uh,
Help,
need
please.
advisement. Very dangerous. Might prove to be a bad detriment to our mission. There you go.
Might prove to be a problem. Oops.
Yes.
Oh, well, let's kill
That's
him,
25 words. I just counted.
then. So you say he's a servant of the undead? Oh, fucking kill him.
I'm turning my tablet
Just a
around and
second.
showing Savalas all the memes I've been sending to him.
I mean, I don't have an email address or a
Oh,
phone.
Yeah,
but
all of you
besides
do.
that,
All
What?
of you have an email address. I've created one for each and every one of you.
I have an email. I already had one.
Yeah, no. It's your name at Team Super Awesome. Roll forever.
Oh, you made it.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I don't have one. I don't have the password to that.
No, your passwords are Royal Forever.
Savlas
I've already created them.
Jesus. Savlas will kind of ask Aiden, like a bit quietly, do you know what ailment you have?
I understand most of the effects of this. At least those that were revealed to me. And seemingly some are quite generous.
Advantageous.
Okay.
Generous and dangerous.
So what? You ate a finger and now you're. That's good. What's the curse part?
Well, he can hear this conversation.
Oh, hi, Mr. Wizard. It was great dining with you.
I'm going to interact with him.
Okay.
Do you really think he has time to listen to every single thing that you're saying?
I'm not gonna risk it.
Just saying out of character.
It's like saying NSA won't listen to all my phone calls.
It's effectively
true.
like
Yeah.
It's effectively like at least from my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, Casey, but like Arcane Eye, where you don't need to focus, but that information is there.
Yeah, it's more
Correct,
of a wiretap, and suddenly someone says.
Also, he's been really bored for a long time. So.
Yeah, he's probably
That's
wanting.
Now you're like TV.
He has nothing to do in that fucking tower. He can't even jerk off.
Touched by the.
And
does he mean Western Shadow? Because it's technically West.
Sorry. Yes, Western. Sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
I tell
Dark
Sam.
one cannot be contended with.
So I tell Savalas that basically that this curse, most healing magics are lesser or downright dangerous. For example, the restoration you attempted on me, that simply damaged me.
Oh, so I should not try greater restoration on you.
Definitely not. I imagine any curses might outright kill me. Or, excuse me, any attempts at relieving curses might outright kill me.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm not gonna presume to understand the...
Oh, but would they kill you? Based on what you know now?
I also look to him and say... Sunlight actually does hurt my eyes nowadays. Or now.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Also, I can't die, it seems.
Okay, you should have led with that.
That's one of the
And he
most
kind of
basic
whispers.
tenets of being undead.
Yeah, so he whispers a bit more, like, "So are you kind of becoming a lich?"
No, I'm not one.
Right, but you'll let me know, right?
I think you'll notice very quickly.
That's true. I did have it right in my face.
Suddenly, Aiden feels like he's gonna throw up.
Okay.
Does he?
I gave you Ipecac.
Roll me Constitution. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, you gave me Epicac, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Why would you
trying to
have
throw
that?
up. It's like, okay, here you go.
15.
Oh shit,
Because
that's actually good.
it's a part of a medical kit. If you have
Yeah, Epic,
something
if you need to
ingested,
make some throw
Yeah.
up.
yeah,
I thought you
Yes.
was like,
You actually managed to not throw up.
that's not good.
but he
That's
wants
gonna
to.
be
He wants
bad.
to throw
You
up.
want to throw up.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
that's...
That's real bad. You should really throw up though. Ipecac staying down, not
That's
good.
not good. Not good.
Well, I don't know it's
What?
Epicac. He's
No,
never...
he doesn't.
I've never had it. It's not... It wasn't in the
Probably
first
don't know what
stage.
Ipecac is.
No, he doesn't.
It wasn't in the first stage.
He knows that you gave him something after he ate a lich's finger, and now he feels like he needs to throw up. I mean, all you said was this will make you feel better. You didn't say how.
No, he said this will make you throw up.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't even know how to.
The
Okay,
next time, it'll hit again. Another wave.
Oh yeah, about
Yeah,
5
like
minutes
this.
later.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think you can even resist not throwing up.
Okay.
Or I mean, resist throwing up on Epicac.
Yeah, it will happen. Yeah.
Well, once Savlas hears that the Lich can hear and see everything that Aiden can hear and see, he's gonna say, "Oh, okie doke," and then he's gonna tass away like towards Zephyr and like, "Okay, that's a stupid idea," and then tap away towards Alexander instead, and kind of interrupt his phone call, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. No, it was just
It was a magical sending, not a phone call.
not a phone call. I'm in the sniper's nest.
All right.
Yeah, I'm in my buck. By the way, if anybody wants me, I'm in a buck bed playing my tablet.
Knock knock. Just Savlas down here.
Yes.
Down
Come
here.
on.
Yeah.
Come up.
You can open the door.
He opens the door with his foot.
Okay, I'm fine. No, I'm just kidding. I'm getting in there.
Piece of
I-
shit,
I don't-
cat. Oh, it's open. You opened the door. How nice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stare at you.
Yeah. A quick information for you. The curse affecting Aiden, the one inflicting the curse without mentioning any names, can see and hear everything that he can see or hear. So don't talk about killing said individual in front of him, and maybe we'll
He said,
not die from hellfire from above. Which or insect plague, that's would be more likely.
How much do you like Aiden?
Oh, a lot. It's very interesting.
Would you be okay with throwing him overboard?
Well, I hate water. So not really.
He is now a liability.
I don't see how.
Look, I spoke to someone. I spoke to grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
He's not to be contended with, and I am to not take any chances. That includes Aiden. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to kill him, but getting him away from us is the best course of action.
I mean, I really want to help him lift this curse. It's not his fault. A curse was set on him. If this was some ill intent that Aiden would have put on all of us, then I would agree. But he's the victim here.
We aren't powerful to remove that.
Isn't one of your pretty tenants to protect those who are weaker than you?
He's not weaker than me, that's for sure.
Well, he's innocent at least, in this aspect.
So you're talking about defend the innocent. Tenant number 3.
Well, I don't know the numbers of them. And
how do I defend an innocent who is a spy for the very thing we're trying to defend it from?
Simple. We'll just remove the curse.
And how do we do that?
That's a great question.
I could do surgery and remove physically the thing that is plaguing him, if it is physical.
It's magical.
Perhaps a dispelling then?
From what I think, considering the vast power and age of this particular wizard, it's very likely that simple countermeasures will not do. My suggestion is that we continue as if we were to not know any of this until we maybe have done some research, and then we can figure out a way to remove
No.
this.
I have the best idea that we can do. Once we get to Pallet, I'll talk to some people. There's got to be some way that they can do this. Anti-magic. Put them in an anti-magic field. And then we experiment. What do you know exactly what happened? What did you see?
Oh, a lot of wrong stuff. Dead people, eating dead things.
Did Aiden eat a dead thing?
Well, it was coerced. We were kind of on the brink of dying, and it was either giving up his hometown and his fellow elves, or try to deceive this, or anger, I should say, this wizard, and angering him made it so that he received this curse. It's very courageous of him to sacrifice himself
I'm
this way for his
asking
fellow
you
elves.
what happened to make him get the curse in the first place. How did he cast the spell? What did he do? Did he just go, "Huda, huda, huda, you're cursed now"?
Well, we made him eat a finger, but I
Whose
think,
finger?
well,
His finger?
the Lich's finger.
Well, then we just have to get the finger out.
That's not how magic works.
It will, if we put him in the anti-magic field.
That's still not how it works. After you use a spell component, a diamond is still a diamond. The spell itself was just acting through it. Same way, one of his fingers might just be a conduit for the curse. Removing the finger the curse is still there. That's my guess. We can try, of course, but saying it's a sure deal, I think, is celebrating too early.